Okay, how we doing? How's everyone doing? Here we go. Hey survivors, welcome back to the Apocalypse Post. I'm your host, Makeshift, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 ways the apocalypse could happen right now. Before we get started, a quick reminder to subscribe and hit the alert button so you don't miss a thing. And right now we're trying to get to 50 people on our Patreon page, so if you want to help us create more content like this and you want early access to every video we make, please consider giving as little as $1 an episode. When we hit 50 supporters, I'm going to send out a little gift pack of Apocalypse Post swag, stickers, postcards, stuff like that. So get in now. All right, here we go. Number 1, a nuclear disaster. Have you guys watched Chernobyl yet? It's a 5-part miniseries on HBO all about the nuclear disaster at the former USSR. The show dives into some truths about the accident and how bad it really was, and how much worse it could have been. Just a few bad choices led to the worst nuclear failure in world history. It was 10 times worse when it comes to radiation spilled into the world than the more recent Fukushima disaster in 2011. And that just goes to show that no number of fail-safes can fully protect us from every major accident. And if you think we're safer in the US because we're so stinking smart, well, over 60% of the 100 major nuclear accidents have happened in the US, and over half of all accidents have happened since Chernobyl worldwide. There's currently 450 nuclear plants operating worldwide and 60 under construction, according to worldnuclear.org, and the average American nuclear plant is 39 years old. Check it out, I'm 37 years old and I've got a bad back and my eyes are gone. So, what the hell's going on with these 40-year-old nuclear plants? You know what I'm saying? What kind of pills are they on? Anyway, let's get to number 2, bad politics. Alright, so if you have watched Chernobyl, you know that the disaster was mostly caused by stubborn, proud politicians and everyone ignoring the scientists. And that kind of mentality is still going on today. The US, among other countries, have actually worked their way backwards when it comes to environmental protections, arms treaties, and diplomacy with third world countries who are still trying to catch up with the rest of the world as far as technology and innovation. When 97% of scientists agree on human-caused climate change, we should listen. And when politicians are subsidizing oil and coal while naysaying solar and wind power, we should really question their motivations. Also, every time a world leader threatens nuclear engagement, it's a threat to all humans and all life on this planet. There are certain people that shouldn't have access to the big red button, and that's all of us. Albert Einstein and others have said something to the effect of, I don't know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Since we're already talking about global warming, let's get to number 3. First off, climate change is real and it's being caused, at least partially, if not mostly, by human influence. Droughts, flooding, more powerful storms, massive animal and plant die-offs, heat waves, sea level rise, and insect outbreaks are all things we can look forward to in our lifetimes. Are we going to see a whole world apocalypse in the next year? It's not likely, but catastrophes like the flooding in New Orleans and Puerto Rico, the wildfires in California, they're all going to continue to get worse and can create localized apocalypses that will disrupt entire areas for stretches of time. This French weather report went viral in the last few weeks because, well, it's fake news, like actually fake. It was made for a 2014 climate change documentary and was supposed to be a look at what the weather report could look like in 2050. Except that in July of 2019, the temperatures hit almost the same mark, just 30 years early. Alright, number 4, disease outbreaks. The human species has gotten really good at controlling diseases in the last century. With the proliferation of vaccines and antibiotics, we've kept most life-threatening diseases at bay. But now the anti-vaxxers are causing once-controlled viruses to make a comeback, and the overprescribing of antibiotics has started creating superbugs that can't be taken out by new antibiotics. Add to that the loss of Arctic permafrost and all the diseases that have been frozen in time, and our immune systems just aren't ready for whatever major outbreak comes next. I don't think that a zombie apocalypse is actually possible, but just in case, start taking your vitamins. Number 5, alien invasion. Alright, it might not be the kind of alien invasion that you're thinking of, but one of the greatest threats to life on Earth is definitely from outer space. Someday in the future, the sun will expand past the Earth, turning our solar system into a big game of Vigario. Look it up, it's fun. There's also gamma ray bursts and supernovas that can create big problems for us if they ever happen near our solar system. But the scariest thing to me is asteroids. We're currently tracking over 20,000 near-Earth objects, and that's only a fraction of what's out there. An asteroid the size of a house passed by in April, and we only saw it with 9 days of warning. And just a month ago, an asteroid named 2019 OK was discovered only a day before it passed Earth at a fifth of the distance to the moon. Chances of us actually getting hit by an asteroid this size are small. It's about 1 in 1,000 or 20,000 years, but you can ask the T-Rex what he thinks about those odds. Okay guys, that's it for my top 5 ways the apocalypse could happen right now. Ultimately, a worldwide apocalypse probably isn't going to happen in our lifetimes, but we'll always see local and regional disasters that will be life-changing for the people that do have to live through it. So don't be afraid to lend a hand and send a few dollars to those who are struggling through it, because no matter where you live, there's a potential disaster coming for you. We've got maybe 80 or 100 years in this planet, so let's enjoy life, fix what we can, and if the apocalypse does hit, we'll grab our football pads, shave our heads into mohawks, and drive on shiny and chrome until the petrol runs dry. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave a comment on how you think the world could end. And as always, a big thanks to my Patreon supporters. Witness! See you next time. Stay alive.